I think it needs to be a little bit wider because it's almost like there's a centimeter, not centimeter, I'm sorry, about like half an inch around that doesn't seem to cover my hand on the width. So that might be something. I'll go ahead and make some custom cuts on that one and definitely get that sizing in there, and therefore I may actually try to velcro it on the glove, which will actually make it a little bit better. I did not actually velcro those on for the sake of running out of time before the con, but I really felt like it was not going to go well, so I didn't do it. So, but this time we are going to improve on it. And another thing I'm really concerned about is the boot caps. And the reason because of the style of the boot. I like these boots. They're very comfortable. They really do a great job far as, because, you know, most of the time you don't want your feet aching as you're walking around, but these guys were built to march in and being able to, you know, being in a parade and everything. So yes, these were great. Definitely want to keep the boots, but I'm going to have to cover up the laces a little bit better. So what I may do is try to shape up a new set of plastic plates, boot caps here, and then try to get the where it actually covers quite a bit more. The only thing is I'm going to have to make sure it's just enough as I'm, you know, bending around, that way it doesn't get in my way. Sorry, my camera angling is pretty bad today. But yeah, now you get the idea as far as what I'm going with. Now, an unexpected and an unusual problem came up as I was working, you know, going through the plates and everything. One thing I'm starting to notice, and you can probably already see in the camera, is this right here. This is very weird. It was never there before, and it's also popping up on this side. I don't know what would be the proper word. Surprised and very just, I don't know, kind of disappointed that it happened but it's not bad. It could always be worse. You can even see a little bit on this right here, which is weird. I really don't know what would have caused that. The only thing I can think of is when I was putting on the Velcro strips, as you can see right here. Oh, caught a little bit. Huh. Oh, it's not gonna let me take it. Fine, let me see if I can get this one. There we go. As you can see, where all that is, it's going to be where the Velcro was glued on. Now, awkward how it didn't pop up like right there. That is very weird. But just one of those things, I guess. So, again, I don't know. There might have been a chemical reaction with the glue I used that would, you know, to hold the Velcro strips in, which is weird. It never did that before on any of the other armor pieces, especially with the gauntlets. I would have figured it would have started there first, but it didn't. So, what I'm probably going to have to do, I got two things in mind that may work. I could probably use a heat gun to try to soften it up, which would probably smooth it out. The only problem with doing that is that it may actually blister the paint. In this case, however, this is one of those situations, and I always say quite often that any mistake you make, you can easily, you can easily try to, do something else different with it, and it'll actually turn out a little bit, sometimes, in some cases, it actually may turn out better with mistakes. So again, that's the power of oops in effect. So with that being said, if I have to, in a worst possible scenario, I will soften it up. If it does blister the paint, that's fine. I'll go ahead and sand it down. And if I have to, I will actually create a different style of battle damage there. Who knows? Maybe I can go ahead and just say, oh, a Jedi tried to go ahead and hit me up in the front, but I was able to dodge with just, mere scarring on my armor and everything. So, but yeah, that will... It's not exactly something I planned, but there can always be worse scenarios. Anyway, moving on, I am going to do some touching up in certain areas too, like right here. The only thing I can think of is that the guns, the West Star pistols that I have, blasters, might have rubbed up against it a little bit, which was unforeseen, but nevertheless, it can be corrected. Just a little bit of that same paint with a paintbrush should correct that problem, so we'll definitely get that fixed. But yeah, that's what's going on, and that's what's currently what I'm working on. Also, on top of that, I also have some fabric I'm going to have to cut and sew on. That's what I'm going to use to make my comma, which will actually fit around my waist along with the belt. And I will actually kind of try to do it like almost like a pirate sash. It's a different style, especially for Star Wars, but it's actually acceptable, and it goes with the CRLs, just as long as it's done professionally. So hopefully I have enough of a sewing technique and skill that I can pull it off, but we will see soon enough. So that is the other thing that I gotta go ahead and do. Oh, and also I got some good news. As I've said so many different times, how in my other videos I was going to try to get a hearing aid kit, but I never could install it. Now I have one. The Rizzler of V-Shot Clan, Rayston actually by name, he actually helped me get this and helped me to get it all put together. So now I have it and I can install it in my helmet. So yes, and we've already tested it. This thing is great. I love it. And for something that's 12 bucks, this thing picks up well. I've never actually seen a device that does this well. I mean, I'm really impressed. It's almost like having it's actually better than a walkie-talkie system, if you can believe it. As far as a range, you could probably hear someone like tap on some metal, probably about, I don't know, like 20, 30 feet, something like that. I mean, we're talking about like some incredible amplifying of sound. So yes, this is definitely going to work, since I got kind of tired of just hearing the ocean every time I put that helmet on. And the kids are trying to get my attention and I can't, see them, or, I can see them a little bit. I just can't really, I can barely hear them because with the fans on and everything, and the humidity was so high during the summer. But yeah, that's something that's definitely going to work with what I have. So a big plus on there. Anyhow, so yeah, I got my work cut out for me. Like I was trying to do as far as preparing and setting up. My goal is to try to have all this done within 2 months before Star Wars Rogue One comes out. Now, it's quite a feat. I hope I can actually do it, but it's one of those cases I won't know how well I do it unless I try. So I'm going to give it my best shot. Definitely am going to keep posting and updating people. And like I said, any new updates on the new armor pieces will be placed under Armor Kit 1.1. So if you would like to go ahead and follow that, definitely do it. So, but yeah, that's my goal, is to try to get all that done before Rogue One comes out in December. And I definitely like to be there with the armor on and everything when when that movie comes out in theaters. So yes, that's going to be what I plan to do. That's something I really want to try to aim for. And with what I've already done, it should be accomplishable. So with all that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope it was very enlightening. If you like what you just saw, definitely hit the like button. If you like to go ahead and just keep up with what I'm doing, hit the subscribe button. I will be posting more videos in the future. Definitely more stuff, more upgrades, and definitely things you can definitely expect more costume-based stuff in the future. Also, if you have a question or would like to leave a comment, please do so, and I will get back with you and give you any answers that would definitely help you out. So with all that being said, I hope you guys have a good night, and see you later.